A jury in the trial of 3 police officers accused of killing Manuel Ellis, an unarmed black man in Tacoma, Washington, heard his last known words when prosecutors made their opening statements this week.
I can't breathe. Breathe, sir. I can't breathe.
Those are some of the last words 33-year-old Manuel Ellis spoke before he died in police custody on March 3rd, 2020. Hi, I'm Peter Talbot, the criminal justice reporter at the News Tribune. It's week 3 of the trial. Here's what's happened. Officers Matthew Collins and Christopher Burbank are charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter for the death of Ellis. Timothy Rankin faces a manslaughter charge. All 3 have pleaded not guilty. According to the county medical examiner, Ellis died of oxygen deprivation after he encountered the police while walking home from a 7-Eleven. Prosecutors with the Washington Attorney General's office have said officers attacked and restrained him without justification. Defense attorneys say the officers were simply responding after Ellis attacked their patrol car, and they have focused on the high amount of methamphetamine in his system as another explanation for his death. On Tuesday, the jury heard 2 very different stories about the last night of Ellis' life. Prosecutors told them how Ellis politely pleaded with police that he could not breathe, even after he had been tackled, punched in the head repeatedly, restrained into unconsciousness, tasered, and held to the ground. Brett Pertzer, an attorney for Burbank, said that wasn't the Manny Ellis the police encountered.
The Manny Ellis that they encountered was aggressive, he was violent, and he was extremely high in methamphetamine.
Most of the state's opening remarks focused on the accounts of 4 eyewitnesses that conflict with the police officers' statements, and how some of the officers' actions were not in line with their training, including Collins' use of a lateral neck restraint, Burbank's repeated use of a taser shot at Ellis' chest, and Rankin remaining on top of Ellis' back. Lawyers for the officers talked about the level of meth in Ellis, 2,400 nanograms per milliliter, which one attorney said was double a typical lethal dose. And Pertzer told jurors that Collins and Burbank's initial fight with Ellis was necessary to get the scene under control. Witness testimony started Wednesday with prosecutors zeroing in on video evidence, calling a forensic video analyst who went through hundreds of video stills taken by an eyewitness. The expert noted 2 instances where Ellis had his hands raised above his head before he was tasered. As Ellis is jolted with the taser, he flails his legs and screams. On cross-examination, defense attorneys pointed out gaps in video evidence and questioned whether a single frame showing Ellis with his hands raised could be misleading, stating that it meant nothing without context. The expert disagreed, again saying that Ellis' hands were in the air. On Thursday afternoon, the sister of Ellis, Monet Carter Mixon, took the witness stand. She described the close relationship she had with her brother and what she knew of his struggles with mental health and meth addiction. Ellis' mother is expected to testify Monday. You can follow our coverage of the trial at thenewstribune.com, and I'll be back here every Friday with updates. By the way, last week we talked a lot about jury selection. A jury of 8 men and 4 women was seated Monday. The panel includes 6 white men, 3 white women, an Asian man, a black man, and a black woman. See you next week.